Good afternoon everyone, AnthWolf here playing even more Subnautica. Please bear in mind if you're watching this later on YouTube, I am streaming it live on Twitch as well. And let us continue where we last left off. We managed to locate the alien thermal power facility and the primary containment holding the last, well, at the time, last surviving member of the Sea Emperor race. They were studying how to inhibit or remove the Carabacterium using an enzyme produced by the Sea Emperor's body in its stomach. Unfortunately, the Sea Emperor, well, unfortunately for them, the Sea Emperor wasn't feeling particularly generous, but it gifted us with the Enzyme 42 formula after we hatched its offspring. We're now at the stage when we could leave Planet 4546 Bravo. The enforcement platform has been disabled. The only thing we need to do is construct the Neptune escape shuttle or escape rocket, which we could do. I have all the resources available already. But before we leave...
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Before we leave, there's a few things I want to do. I'm not even sure if I am going to leave in this campaign. I might need to load my previous campaign and see where it ends. Because we did leave the planet in the other campaign.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
But what we will do is we will set up the Neptune escape rocket, but we will make use of it. We're actually going to go explore. So I need to find a space to store some crap. So let's find my Neptune locker, which is this one here. I'm going to grab... Did I need 4 lead? I must have needed 4 lead for something. In fact, I think that's everything we need. What we will do is we'll drop some of our tools. Yep, that's fine. And we'll drop the... We'll quickly go over to the Nautilus and drop off this other ion power cell.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I have installed 2 ion power cells in our prawn. And we currently have... That's right. So we have 4 ion power cells and 2 standard power cells in the Cyclops. I have 2 in my inventory, of course, but we are going to need them ourselves for building the Neptune rocket system. So I need to locate my mobile vehicle factory. There it is. Oh. Oh, we don't have the space. That's a problem. Must take up more space than I actually thought. I thought it only took up like 4, maybe 6 spaces. Maybe it takes up 9.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, 9 spaces. Okay, so... Just gonna swim out a bit more. This'll do us nicely. Let's build a Neptune launch platform, providing a stable surface from which to launch the Neptune. Then we can build a Neptune gantry. Supports the rocket during construction. Followed by the Neptune boosters, which are experimental, using some of the aerogel and nickel ore. Followed by the fuel reserve, which uses 2 of the ion power cells. And finally, the Neptune cockpit, a hermetically sealed environment with life support and launch controls. It also contains a Cyclops shield generator. We can use the gantry now. Well, we could have used the gantry earlier.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
We have auxiliary power, hydraulic systems, communications. We have a few storage lockers here. We have the primary CPU, life support system, and we can prepare a time capsule. As I say, we're not prepared to leave just yet. Oh, we've had this before. I had an issue earlier when I was installing the ion power cells. What happened was I was directly under the Cyclops and I somehow boosted, jetpacked up into the Cyclops so quickly that it glitched and I was stuck inside the prawn, but the game thought I had disembarked and was on the deck of the Cyclops, and for about 5 minutes I couldn't save the game, which was a little concerning. And then I could save, but I couldn't get out of the Cyclops, I couldn't get out of the prawn, I couldn't move at all, I couldn't even use any items in my inventory, I couldn't even open my inventory. I mean items in my quick bar. So after 5 minutes I was able to save the game. So I kind of bit the bullet and saved, reloaded, and it started glitching like you just saw there when I was trying to open the Neptune rocket's door. And when it loaded me into the game with the glitching, it launched me and the Cyclops physically out of the water, kind of where it is now, into the Aurora, like port side there. I took about 3/4 of damage to my health, and the Cyclops was like almost embedded in the Aurora for about a minute, and then it fell and sunk into the water. Luckily it didn't launch us into an area filled with Reaper Leviathans, but it threw us. Like, it took me about 3 seconds maybe to reach the Aurora at that speed. It was quite impressive actually. So, what are we going to do? The Neptune is ready. We can design it, we can change its colouring scheme, we can give it a name. We have 2 spare power cells, that's fine. We want to grab our tools. This is now empty. Okay. So I would like to maybe get 2 more ion power cells for the Cyclops. It's definitely not necessary. The Cyclops now has so much more power, it's unreal. I wouldn't mind going back down to the Degassi habitats and grabbing more non-functional items, so that we can fill out our science section here a bit more. Give our base a bit more character. It's not necessary, of course. Are you trapped in there? You are. You're fully grown. I have a fully grown stalker in my alien containment. Holy hell. We still haven't used anything. We haven't used that multi-purpose room section for any items. Our Seamoth is over at the enforcement platform. Right, so I think I'm gonna go in search I'm going to go explore down in the primary containment facility. I think that's what I want to do. So, the best way to get down there is to take the Nautilus over to the enforcement platform. And then take the prawn through the archway. Yes, there is a sea dragon down there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But that's not a
All
problem.
systems online.
If we die, we die. It's not the end of the world. We'll take all our tools. We'll take a beacon in case we find anything interesting. We're going to take plenty of water. We have some food. We have spare power cells. We'll take spare batteries. Yeah, okay.
Engine powering up.
So, I will not be leaving the planet 4546 Bravo in this video. If you would like to see the ending of the game, what happens when you use the rocket, feel free to check out the last video of my previous Subnautica series, or there's bound to be an ending video dedicated to that on YouTube. If you're interested, or of course, hopefully, you've played the game yourself. But I'm just going to do a bit of exploration, and eventually I might just keep the save here depending on what happens, and start building, constructing other bases around the ocean. I mean, we may as well make a life here. We are cured of the bacteria. Yes, there is hostile sea life, but it's not so bad. Could be a lot worse. Let's see what else we can find. There are a few... There's 2 alien sanctuaries, and we have the off-site laboratory we could still discover as well. I think I found them all in the past. I kind of remember where the off-site laboratory is. We'd probably best search for that in the Seamoth, though. And we will need a couple of alien tablets. I forgot which version of them we would require. Obviously, that's what the data showed. The data showed there were those alien facilities, but I'm kind of curious in asking myself, what if the developers put in other little secrets in the game? Could we find them? Okay,
Engine powering down.
here we are. Grab a little bit more food, top ourselves up before we go on our journey. Let's organize our inventory a little. Stasis, repair, and scanner maybe? We still have yet to scan a sea dragon. Don't know if I'm actually that brave, but... Okay, let's go explore. So we did have 400 power in the prawn. We now have 2,000. From the power cells to the ion power cells. Bugger. Don't think we need any more ion cubes, but since we're here anyway... Okay, so... this is where things are going to go horribly wrong for us, but... I kind of want to get down to maybe the 1700 meters. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Is there any cave systems lower than where we are now? mean, they don't need to be lower by much, either. Might as well grab some cyanide while we're here. Christ. Look, you are not the biggest fish in the sea right now. Why don't you just get out of here? Let's see, there is a sea dragon around here. It must be on the other side, which is where we are going to go. But while it's over there, we'll have ourselves some precious minerals. So we'll grab a few more. Because once we've explored down here, we can always go back through the archway and go through the other archway in the platform itself to get back up to the thermal platform. The thermal power facility, I should say. And then we can explore that volcanic region. Because that volcanic region is particularly large. It doesn't look like there is anything around there. It's just very... It's just such a large cavern system. But I could be wrong. And that's kind of why we're here. It always kind of gets my hopes up. Do you care about us? No, you don't. Okay. Good. Yeah, it looks like there may be a way forward there, but then it's still loading in the area. And then it's just like a brick wall. yet. Oh, there's the sea dragon. Hello.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. With that in mind, then. Did you just disappear into the wall? Sea dragon with its magic tricks. Able to face through walls we can't. It's probably because the walls haven't rezzed while we're at a distance. So maybe some of the sea life can go through. And then once we've walked so far, once it's rezzed in, because we've approached, the walls become solid. And then they can't get back through. It's probably the case. Either way. I mean, we could activate the other alien archers here, but there's no real reason to do so. They just will take us to other areas of the ocean. As I say, I think the archways take you to locations nearby the other ingredients you need for the hatching enzymes. Yes, yes, you're a big scary sea dragon, I know. say, if there was a deeper place to visit, I imagine it would have been down near the primary containment facility. But we are going to go to the thermal power plant to have a look around anyway, just in case. I doubt there's going to be a deeper drop, a deeper chasm than that, but that's kind of why we're doing this, to have a look around, see what else we can discover. And I said, the other thing I want to do is take the Cyclops and point it in a direction and see how far we can go. Now that will more than likely get the Cyclops destroyed. I imagine the game designers have developed these no-go areas filled with Ghost Leviathans and Reaper Leviathans. And normally you would be put off by seeing them and turn back. Well, what happens if we don't turn back? What happens if we just determine and push to go that way? How far could we get? I would guess not very far, but maybe worth the attempt. Okay, so we do have a base of operations. We do have some food. Let's go grab some food from our forward base. This is a Reaper Leviathan. Are they trying to tell you that the sea dragons are a more dangerous predator than the Reaper Leviathans? Oh, Christ. Phasing through the wall like they always do. I am surprised that the lava aren't attaching themselves to our base. We're not going to really build a nuclear power plant, but may as well grab the uranite crystals. Should actually explore what's up there. see what we can discover.
aboard, Captain.
Okay. Did I have any... Oh, I did have some titanium here. Okay. Then, with that in mind... See, there are some resources here that we're not going to be making use of. You can always come back for these crystals later. We might keep the gold. The gold's useful for making more ion batteries and ion power cells. Do you want to go up here? I mean, it's directly under our base. No, it's underneath the enforcement platform. That's right. Let's see where this leads us. Oh! Hello, Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. We're actually rather close to our forward observation base. This must be one of the... I think this area is in the Lost River section. I think that's what it's called. But the Lost River is made up of a lot of branching cave systems. Oh, is this the other side of the disease facility? It must be. Actually, speaking of... Reapers are ill-suited to high-temperature environments, suggesting this creature was forced down into the active lava zone by conditions outside of its control. It's died in recent months. Likely became prey for something larger. So yeah, this is the disease center. don't know if there's any other branching paths here. Nah, doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, there are branching paths from our lost river base. But since we're here... I mean, we could try and potentially find the off-site laboratory. It's not all that far away. It's down here in the Lost River. No, I don't think we're going to be able to sneak by the ghost Leviathan. So we might take a bit of damage. So here's our descent point. Seems it's more interested in the cave prowlers than us. Which in fairness is fine by me. It's allowed us to get by without taking any real damage. Okay, so where does this lead us? Another area for a good base. We have a lot of thermal power potential here. Even more thermal power potential. I mean, we have titanium down here. We even have quartz. We could make a base. We could make a hatch and a multi-purpose room. That's all we need. Oh. All the titanium's in our storage locker here. I mean, yes, it's unpowered for now. But at some point... I mean, if we had the magnetite, the aerogel's the difficult thing to get down here. The magnetite and the titanium we could get. It's the gel sacks and, well, the gel sack. We could probably get the ruby. We have seen rubies around here, and we do see clusters of magnetite. Either way, though.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
At some point, we may expand and build a new base down here. Is that another Reaper Leviathan? It is another Reaper Leviathan. The temperature down here is not so bad, so it probably got eaten by the ghost leviathans. Yeah, what I might do is, rather than leave this world, I might just spend my own time, maybe not even streaming it, my own time just, not right like terraforming, but making a life for myself down here. And seeing what you can do. You can only do very... There's not a lot of creativity, there's not a lot of options for development of a base. I mean, it's not like Minecraft where you could build like a farm or a ranch and have... Well, you can make some of the sea life breed, I suppose, but it's only done in an alien containment in a small area. There's no like red circuits and such. It doesn't give you. There's not a lot of depth in the creation process. Okay, where the hell are we? Oh. Okay. Seeing if we're next to any locations not too far away from the enforcement platform. We could just go back and dock rather than going all the way back to the volcanic region. Yeah, I guess we can walk our way back. What's that? Is it a Reaper Leviathan? It is a Reaper Leviathan. Hmm. Really bothered about lead so much. More silver and gold. I mean, do we want to go back and find the off-site lab rather than walk back? Huh, got a bit of magnetite. Yeah, let's go find the off-site lab. what I wouldn't mind doing is maybe putting another thermal plant on this outjet, and then that will be able to identify. We'll see the power beam from the relay. And let's go see if we can dodge the Ghost Leviathan once again. We'll grab some food at our forward base. I'm definitely interested to see what Below Zero brings to the game, set after the events of this game, set in, I think, the northern region of the planet. I've heard, just looking through like the blueprints, that there may be an item which was almost introduced in this game and then they decided not to, but they may introduce it in the next one, which is like a DNA transfuser, allowing you to inject the DNA of other species into yourself, probably to give yourself different benefits.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We will need to keep the gold. Keep the gold, keep the silver. I don't have a... Oh, do I have a fabricator here? I do. Unfortunately, I kind of do need to keep... Do I have some aerogel? I do. We could always go back and build that forward base. We might do that at some point in the future. For now, though, let's grab some more food. And let's continue on our way.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, we're going to go a direction we haven't been in yet, which is along this way. storage looking. Not amazing, but so be it. Right, let's see if we can find an off-site lab. I'm sure... Oh, a radio message. After all this time?
Terrain scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
I mean, we're at the point of the game ending. Okay. I guess we'll head back and check that radio message. Sure, why not? Oh, that's what I was looking for, the giant ribcage. It's not particularly, well, it's not the off-site laboratory, but I just find it interesting to locate. Probably easier to grab our prawn and then move a bit closer. Ooh, hello. Take all this lovely silver ore, most definitely. There's the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. Skeletal remains. This fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting that the geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. It's meant to be 3 million years old. It was eel-like in structure, and this may be only the front third. Seems like someone was taking samples from its rib cage. I'm hoping they add that in Below Zero. I mean, I know it's set after the events, but if one of these was around, I'd love to see it. mean, we have leviathans, of course we do, but and I think we need to go down along this way. Or maybe it's another way. Is this a dead end? Yeah, I think this might be a dead end, actually. Okay, so be it. Because there is another way to access the main chamber, as I'm calling it, to the Z's research facility, beyond this Ghost Leviathan as well. Must be along this way somewhere. Its attention is elsewhere. Oh, hell. Crab squids. Not ideal. Might be the way we need to go as well. Yeah, looks like it is though the way we need to go. See if we can sneak past them. Okay, we're at actually 600 meters. I think we're definitely in the wrong place. Unfortunately, we do need to still be down. In the Lost River. sure it's around here somewhere. It'd probably be quite easy to miss. It'd probably be easier to search with a sea moth. Since the sea moth is faster as well. Yeah, I think we have missed it. I think it's back where we first went, where I thought it was a dead end. I think that is another entrance to the Lost River. I just didn't properly look for it. Oh well, though. Not the end of the world. There's plenty of time. We now have enough silver to make a lot more ion power cells for the sea moth and for the Cyclops and for any future vehicles. Also, that's the thing as well, I'd be interested to see what other vehicles they add to the game. Or to the expansion. Okay, so we need... It's probably easier for us. I'm trying to think of what's the quickest way to get back to the surface. Probably to use the archway. And again, the Nautilus isn't all that far away. But, I mean, the descent will go quickly. Otherwise... I might go to a pod. And then I could walk out from the pod. Both ways are as viable as the other, really. Both will take us to where we need to be. Yeah, the offsite laboratory is somewhere in the Lost River, and it's in a little like offshoot cave system where there's a giant fossil, another giant skull. We will need an alien tablet to gain access to it. I think it may be an orange one as well. Either way though, we'll bypass this other Ghost Leviathan and get ourselves back up to the Cyclops. Ah, damn it. Got caught. I was hoping to keep the momentum going. Okay. Yeah, we went too far. Now we need to get ourselves turned around. I wonder if we'll ever encounter one of those Sea Emperor juveniles. One of my viewers did say they are just swimming around. Oh, Christ. Oh, let's screw that up. Keep attached. Keep attached. Well, our jetpack recovers. And we're back here again. Took a little bit of damage there from the eel. Oh, fuck. Well, isn't that fun? hell, the Reaper Leviathan only a couple of meters from the ocean surface? Holy hell. Oh, there's the enforcement platform. Oh, okay, I know which... We're on... Yeah, we're on the east side of the island. This is where we found the... This is where we found the Cyclops engine modules. Holy Christ, so there's an entrance to the Lost River. We have a lot of waypoints now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online. Engine powering up.
Okay. Tell you what. We will leave the planet. What I may do beforehand, though, is quickly check my previous save to see if it's remembered my progress prior to launching the rocket. Because there's still a few things I want to do. I still want to kind of explore the crash zone around the Aurora. And I would still like to basically pick a direction and go that way and see what we find. I mean, what is beyond the Aurora? There's our Neptune rocket in the distance.
Engine powering down.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh yeah, radio. I have no idea what that was. Seems we're going to need more ion cubes, though. Actually, there's an idea. I have an idea. Oh, yes. Is there anything else we really need? Let's actually, first things first. Save the game. And then we're going to quit the main menu. I want to look at my other campaign. Because we left the world in this campaign, so where does it leave us then?
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Power restored. All primary systems online.
Oh. Maybe it just kept the last save? Because we haven't even built the cockpit. We aren't infected. Interesting. So maybe it just kept the last save prior to me launching the Neptune. Okay.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Power restored. All primary systems online.
So... is there anything else? Oh, yes, there is something else. Radio? I'm very pleased with my base, as you can probably tell. What should we give last time? The Narcissus? From Ridley Scott's Alien? I think I did. Right, hydraulic systems.
Pressurizing hydraulics.
Communications.
Communications systems array active.
Auxiliary power.
Auxiliary power unit online.
Primary CPU.
Primary computer systems active.
Activate life support.
Life support systems online. All systems are go for liftoff.
The depth module for the CMOF and the sonar will be really useful. Giving him the prone suit module 2, allowing someone to get the 1700 meters immediately, could get them to finish the game almost immediately. Along with the 2 ion power cells. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Time capsule ready.
Let's make sure it's set up correctly. Yep.
Time capsule ready.
And let us go.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time capsule jettisoned. Caution, approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver.
And goodbye to 4546 Bravo once again.
Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
And there we go once again. Subnautica for the second time. We'll let the credits roll once again. Let's drop some of the in-game audio down slightly. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. There we have some voice acting here. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Below Zero brings to the table. And I'm wondering what Unknown Worlds Entertainment may do in the future. I think they have just recently released Subnautica on console. But hopefully someone finds my time capsule and makes use of those modules that we were also gifted. I mean, they will need some crystalline sulfur and kayanite to escape. But they could get down to the primary containment relatively smoothly.
Welcome home to all Terra. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
And that's Altera saying a big F you at the end of the game. There we are. So yeah, it's saved just on the gantry there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine by me. What we'll probably end up doing is, in my own time, I might jump into my Cyclops and go explore, see what we can discover. get a couple of more ion cubes and build the last 2 ion power cells needed. Maybe even a third for the Seamoth. And then we can kind of just pick a direction and see what we can discover. As I say, the game seems big, but I imagine that once you kind of go out of bounds, you'll just be met upon wave of Ghost and Reaper Leviathans who won't be pleased to see you. But yeah, this has been AnthWolf playing Subnautica once again. I hope you've all enjoyed. And yeah, feel free to comment if you so desire. Not much has changed from the campaign you saw that I played or ended on the 3rd of November, but there's nothing wrong with that. Normally I'd wait maybe 6 months or so before repeating a game, but I just wanted a relaxing title once more, and this has certainly passed maybe a week and a half. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed both the videos, and if you managed to jump into my Twitch channel. But hopefully I'll see you for future games going into 2019, which is only, what, 18 days away. Bloody hell. Anyhows, if I don't see you beforehand, we might as well date this. I hope you have a good Christmas, have a great new year, and yeah, I'll see you in 2019. Until then, no, bye-bye now.